Hello guys and welcome to another video. My name is Mark, I'm an entrepreneur and property investor, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Rightmove house price index. And today is Monday the 16th. You're not used to seeing me on a Monday. Normally we produce content and we upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. But today, with this information coming out, I wanted to bring it to you as quickly as I possibly can. So if you appreciate that sort of speed and transparency, please give this video, you know it, a big like. It really does help me out with the algorithm. We don't ask for anything else on this channel. We don't have any upsell whatsoever. In fact, quite the opposite. We have our subscriber dividend portfolio where every single month I add another £2,000 to that portfolio, and then all the dividends, everything we make from that, we pay out to our subscribers. And it means that you and I can take part in that passive income journey together. And all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning the dividends is like and subscribe and comment on the video. So guys, let's get into the video. Let's talk about what information has just come out from Rightmove and why it's interesting and important to us as property investors and investors in general. So guys, Rightmove, they are the UK's largest property portal. They claim that 95% of properties that are listed on the market are on their portal, and it's probably true. Whenever I'm looking for a property, I'm gonna hit up Rightmove and have a look, because they generally are gonna have the majority of things that are for sale. So when they speak and they say that this month they have had the third largest volume of inquiries, and we'll get into that data in a minute, I'm going to listen because it shows an increase in demand. 0.9%, 1% almost, in terms of property growth, and this is asking prices. Remember, there are asking prices and there are sold prices for property, but asking prices have risen since December the 4th by 3.3k, representing £362,438. Now, that's interesting in itself, and Rightmove, I find, is going to be forward-looking. So when I talk about two indexes, Rightmove being forward-looking and Halifax being looking in the past, that is because the Halifax data is looking at the HMRC. So they're reporting on property prices that have sold and that the tax returns have been sent in for, so you know how much those properties are sold for. When we're looking at the Bank of England, which again is represented on the Halifax data, they're saying how many mortgage approvals have been done that month. So Rightmove isn't reporting on any of that data of what's happened. It's only on what's happening. So we're looking at forward into the future, and property prices are increasing on the asking side. Now, in order for the asking prices to be met, you need to have an increase in buyers, which we'll get onto in a second. The other thing that they did caveat this with is that property prices are still 2% below, or asking prices are still 2% below the October 2022 peak. So that's when property prices in the UK peaked, £8,720 above where they are today. 2%, October, they're still below that level. But Tim Bannister has given the following data, and I think this is really interesting, and this commentary is what really got me quite excited about the future. Increased buyer activity is prevalent throughout the site. So they're seeing more people coming onto the site at all levels looking at properties. That in itself is interesting because we want more buyers if we want property prices to go up. And I'm sitting on the fence of whether I want property prices to increase or go down. When they go up, my net worth increases, right? I've got £3.478 million worth of property, so 3.5 million. If they go up by 1%, my net worth increases by 34,000. If they go down by 1%, my net worth decreases by 34,000, which is how my net worth has managed to take a hit on the property side of about 150k in the last 12 months. That said, when they go up, I make money, or on paper I make money, but I can't buy as cheap as I could before. So the next commentary that Tim said was that they're displaying signs of pent-up demand. And I think that really lends to the fact that the UK public have just had enough of all the negativity. There's been so much publicised about mortgage rates, about property prices going down. There has to be a point at which, if you're buying your first home, for example, you say, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. How long do you want to stay in rented accommodation? How long do you not want to make that next move in life? So if you're a first-time buyer, prices might actually still represent quite affordable. I mean, ultimately, if you're looking at a one-bedroom flat, a studio flat, if you're looking at a two-bedroom house or something which you would consider to be a first-time purchase, well, you're looking at the £100,000 to £200,000 mark. Even with interest rates where they are, still going to be pretty affordable. I think all these buyers flocking back, and the fact that on the 5th of January it was the 3rd largest volume of inquiries ever, just states to me that people are coming back to buy. And we don't have any supply data here at all. But from a buyer's perspective, if the buyers are returning and supply stays the same, prices go in one direction, up. And that is basic economics. So this is the last comment that Tim made that I found really interesting. He is seeing leading indicators, and bear in mind, they've got huge data sets, right? They've got information upon information. There's lots of places they can draw their data from. And they are seeing leading indicators showing green shoots of growth for the UK property market. And that is fascinating when you consider just how negative everybody's been talking it down recently. Higher interest rates, property prices are crashing, everyone's going to be in negative equity. None of it seems to be coming through to fruition. In fact, if we're looking forward and we're using Rightmove as a good place to look forward, it would suggest that 2023 might actually be a year of rises. And that goes against most forecasters. In fact, last week alone, Nomura came out and forecasted a minus 15% for UK property prices by 2024. Obviously, everyone's going to have an opinion. Not everyone can be right. Forecasters, take them with a pinch of salt. I'm not here to forecast for anybody. All I'm here is to bring the information as it comes up and talk about my strategy. And my strategy very much this year for me to buy a couple of properties, but I want to try and negotiate hard. Wherever the market is where the market is. But I want to try and get as much of a discount against the market value as I possibly can. If I can get 10%, I basically bake in either a good profit or a lot of insulation against any drop. And I'm going to do that by viewing a number of properties and offering keenly, along with the fact that I know that I will complete. I've got a good reputation with the agents I work with that I always complete. If I say I'm going to buy something, I do. And because of that reputation, I think I'm going to be able to negotiate fairly hard in the not too distant future. So guys, join me on that journey. I will document it. I think it's probably going to be February, March time when I'm going to start buying my next property, and I'll bring you all the data as it happens. Guys, like and subscribe as always. I'll bring you the more up-to-date information as soon as I've got it. And as soon as the Halifax produce their next report, we'll look backwards and understand what's happened up until now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.